Still a long way to go, but I guess we can say that about Q Confirm, right? It's not over till it's over. And after seeing that game, it's now their second game where they've finished with 0 points. Maybe actually 3, but definitely 2 now. They haven't had too many games, basically, where they've had a bit of a blip. They're games generally that they've been playing, though, where they've been performing well and getting a high amount of points, technically is higher than the average of 10.6, right? Because now, especially with that 0, they already had a 0 before that as well. So there's been a couple of games where they actually haven't gotten much. It's not as if they're actually averaging 10 points a game. They're more like averaging probably like 13, 14 points a game as we get our phase 1 circle here for game number 2. And for those maybe not aware, of course, tonight's schedule for the map, sort of on opposite sides of, that was never going to go well for Vandal. Entry Fragger able to get away. One of them was going to go down. It was probably fortunate it was the guy on the back of the motorcycle. Entry Fragger may still yet not make it much further either, taking a few shots. He drives around the
Muller on Miramar, and they were dropping in that direction early on, Xenox, but after seeing the circle, they didn't necessarily commit to it. Now they're driving very far down to the south.
Victim Rise up north coming in very late as well, and probably not the circle you want to be coming in late to either because of that Death Valley. If it does become a vocal point, playing around that is just
Late to play with. I'm not sure that there's any buildings for them, although there might be.
I'm pretty sure it's like the double whites and they've got the Death Valley behind them. I might be thinking of the wrong location though, but regardless, they are going to be in that circle. Still, there's going to be a lot of teams now on the move. Most of the teams coming from the south. When I mentioned before sort of the hypotheticals, the north side only had about 2-3 teams. So now that we feed north for phase 3, a lot of teams on the rotate, which means we're probably going to see a lot of fights. That kill feed most likely going to light up early here in phase 3, unlike match 1, which kind of waited till about phase 4. Nice nade from Levi's, gets knocked down at the top 1 Sever. They'll flush him out. They'll get that elimination, and Mulkey Esports are going to be down a player for the remainder of this one. Fury on the rotation. Matey from Day Trade.
Finish this off. I think that's gone a little too deep. Bounces off the vehicle, off the hood of the car. But, oh dear, Extreme. He's got another one. Jowman finds that kill for Q Confirm. And it seems Astra are in a bit of a sticky spot.
Oh, I think they're in an enormously difficult position. They're sticky. They're sitting dead deep into the middle of a swamp. Q Confirm may elect to back off here if they feel like they're going to put themselves too much out in the open. But Q Confirm, this fight in particular is happening throughout. Bryn, is he about to get run over by Subang? He is. Basil did get knocked down. It's a 1-to-1 trade between Bryn and Basil. Rain gets knocked down as well. He got 2 of them. Oh, Subang just goes bang bang. B2 with a knockdown though. Does get the elimination onto Subang. Stops the run of Cerberus momentarily. He is the last one standing for Carnage. And what was... Oh, well, now Ghoul's going to go for it as well, isn't he? He's going to try and run both B2 and Rain over. Looking for revenge as we go now in 5 seconds time to phase 4.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's happened again. He got the knockdown onto B2. It's now still only Rain up, I believe. He's the one who got revived. And a 1-versus-1 against Ghoul. Nade in hand for Rain and Carnage. Their lives are on the line here. Can he get the revival to Bryn if he can? Nade lands onto Ghoul. Behind the bug, he goes prone. Second one's in a really good spot. Ghoul doesn't realize he doesn't react in time at all. Rain will finish him off, but he does lose Bryn. 3 kills for Carnage in what was...
Carnage that does outlast Cerberus. End of the day, those points are not enough for Cerberus to continue closing the gap onto Q Confirm, who do seem to have a decent game on their hands right now. God Meow has just absolutely booked it right into that fence and has to pull up. But MC watching and waiting for him to come around the corner will put a quick end to his life. What a crazy passage of play. And poor old Rain here is even being camped now by Nordra.
Well, poor old Rain. It's also poor old Buriram. Nordra is the last one alive. And we speak about the teams that are able to sort of catch up to Q Confirm. Well, Buriram, Cerberus, both haven't shown up at all today. Rain into the pickup truck, just trying to make his way forward. Not inside of the blue, but Nordra is. And from one, you said poor old...
With that grenade. It's just grenade physics in this game. Molly, though, is going to spread right on top of him, and he's under pressure. Yanku will finish it for MSC. Carnage getting a few points on the board in that
game as well. The Buriram aren't going to get anything. As we just quickly transition to see Jet just get obliterated by Rossiter Jr., who continues to kind of lead the way for MSC Theraton. He's been the star.
Not sure how Nordra is still alive, but it seems that Golden Cat aren't too eager to leave their compound. May well have to. 22 seconds left here for phase 4. Finally, Nordra is going to fall. That's to Yanku, though, from MSC. Who seem to be having a bit of a better game here. One of his teammates, not looking like they're in too bad of a position, but all of the teams that sort of banked on Monte Nuevo have to start moving out. So this is where things do heat up a little bit again.
It gets very difficult for those teams in Monty to make their way out of the city. Gen 4 is going to be taken out by Jaxi. Eagle Sentinel shooter looking to capitalize off their match 1 performance here in match 2 once mentioned. Pushing out of Monte Nuevo. Certainly going to be the hardest for Golden Cat and Day Trade. The Golden Cat sitting in 3rd place right now. Brew Ram below them by 1 point, eliminated. Cerberus above them by 5 points, eliminated. You know, they're kind of just staying alive here to try and get into that nade in hand as he primes and throws it. It's the only one he's got. It's Waikika from Fury, though, with a knockdown onto 6 sacks. The nade will do the rest of the damage, though, on the Golden Cat. Divine Esports lighting up the 3rd place team.
Very good stuff from Divine, and obviously Fury helping out there as well. Both teams gatekeeping Monte Nuevo. Day Trade also still has to come out, so it's not just going to be Golden Cat rather that we are seeing. And although Tonke isn't in a great position either, he's going to try and help out as much as possible with the utility. But I just can't see Tinoy getting out of here alive. There's no chance. That molly might actually end up being perfect. It's landed right on top of him.
The man's on fire, running away, and runs into the smoke. And somehow Tonke gets a Molotov into Turtle's building. How is Tinoy still alive? I mean, a bit of help from Tonke, certainly, but incredible. Finds that little concrete barricade. He's able to go prone. Divine, for a moment in time, have lost sight of Tinoy and Tonke. Tinoy, though, does finally get knocked down. It's Venotica from Day Trade, as Tonke has got the rest of Divine right in front of him. Day Trade, speaking about them, Jordan, potentially breaching, or at the very least, they're about to gatekeep Fury Australia.
Yeah, Ronan's managed to find a knock onto Venotica, though, and for Tonke, he does well to get one. Was always going to be traded, though, by Divine, and so they finished off the majority of Golden Cat. Dumps Fury and Day Trade. So far, it's been a good day for Fury, but how much better can it get, or how much worse? That is the question. 2-for-1 trade so far.
Oh, Puchos is in trouble. The Molotov's perfectly placed, forces him out. He's also still, I thought he was on fire, but he still had to move. Hiding behind this bike. Insight may not be aware of his position here, but they've got him surrounded, covered. Does get knocked down. Can he get the flush into Insight? No, he runs out of ammunition. Fortunately for Fury, Day Trade eliminated. Wiped out by Fury Australia. All 3 kills go the way of Waikika. No surprise there. But the job's not done, Jordan. No time for a respite. Jukesy, he's going to be knocked down immediately by Namsi from behind. Flushed as well. With Insight knocked down, it's only Ronan and Waikika standing. They need to fire back, find a knockdown. It's 2 versus 2. Namsi and Turtle. Can Fury turn this one away back into their favor with just 2 players standing?
Well, that's great timing from Divine, but Fury still fragging at the moment. Waikika Mukau's got himself another one. Headshots onto Namsi. And there goes Turtle. Insight keeps it alive for Fury. They will lose another player. It's 2 players remaining for Fury, but there are still players on the board, and that's the important thing to note.
Over to Astra from one OCE team to another. And again, similar to match 1, being pressured by Q Confirm. We saw it happen earlier on where they got the elimination onto Extreme. Zoidmate finds a standing still player and he says, what is this? OCE screams. Can't believe he finds that here in APAC. You can't be standing still, especially on Miramar. Art God taken out. They were obviously being occupied by DIC, so he wasn't really aware that Astra would have that knowledge. There goes Fury Australia, though. They couldn't make it much further from that south side. They were always going to be proving to be difficult to make it into Gearbox's position, center of that Monte Nuevo circle. And that's sort of the double whites I was talking about earlier, Jordan, with the lip behind them. So I was correct.
Astra needs to be
gaming. As Leafy with the Molotovs.
Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about, Xenox. Astra had the right idea. It's a good rotation from them, but Q Confirm are also 1 step ahead. 74L1 survives on 2 HP, but Astra, they needed to go over this ridge. They kind of needed to breach that compound because now they're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and the rock is there, and the hard place, of course, is Q Confirm.
15 seconds till phase 7. Q Confirm extending this lead that they've currently got over Cerberus, Golden Cat, Buriram. They had a falter. In match 1, couldn't quite get over the hurdle, but now 3 kills, 4 players alive, placement points, and potentially a chicken dinner on offer if they can close this game out. Circle goes north, away from Gearbox, and sort of Circle that is going to pay dividends for Q Confirm. And we've seen the amount of votes that they've got for the Pick'em Challenge, Jordan. There's going to be a lot of happy people with the way that this game has played out. But the fact is, there's just no one really competing against Q Confirm right now. Cerberus are very evidently missing their star man, Heisaki. Burram have basically done nothing these first 2 games, and Golden Cat haven't been to their usual standard as well.
Indeed. And they even had a crate dropping on top of them as well, Q confirmed. So really just can't get any better for them, it seems. They've got the high ground, they've got a circle that hasn't necessarily fed them, but they are in it. Gearbox starting to push forward and take control of the map as well, but there's not that much cover for them to play with. Q Confirm can really just play Overwatch for the moment. They don't have to take any risky peeks. Risk versus reward is certainly low risk, high reward for Q Confirm at the moment, as the Groza goes into Svit's hands as well. What is Astra going to do, though? They definitely don't want to be getting stuck on that ridge. I think they do need to end up breaching Bahamut or DIC. And in fact, they are going. Lynxie and Nikus have gotten into Mr. Chan's building. So that's step 1 completed, but they haven't cleared the top floor yet.
I love that there's just a crate that just drops down just outside of the double whites. Mentioned they're inside of Mr. Chan's building. Well, now it's Astra's building. They've taken it. They've claimed it. Yankyu thinking about checking out that crate could be risky, but then level 3 helmet, level 3 vest could be the difference maker in what could be an upcoming fight. MSC have kind of got it surrounded. The south side of these whites surrounded in MSC's favor. QC, you can see them on the ridge line just further and north. 19 seconds till phase 8, which isn't going to shrink too much, but would have to go north to really suit these teams. If it does go south, Gearbox could be in pole position.
A lot of watching and waiting for that circle to move on in. It does indeed go south. A bit of a hard feed actually for Gearbox. Still not going to be an easy game for them, I dare say, with Q Confirm on the high ground. But once Q Confirm has to come down, oh, there goes Nikus. Mr. Chan has gotten one. Grenade's going to be fanged down the stairs, and I dare say that's going to connect onto Nikus. It will. Might have hit Lynxie there as well. He is popped down pretty low. Another point on the board for Bahamut Gaming. Still, this game leaving a bit to be desired compared to their earlier performances on Miramar, but 5 kills and outworth a 6th placement. You can still get much better from this, to be honest, and it's not a terrible game. It's got to have to be Lynxie or Mr. Chan out next.
Yeah, and from here, I mean, it's got to be either of them not really making it very far either. Whoever is able to make it out alive from this position. I mean, MSC, Gearbox, Q Confirmed, you think will be the last 3 teams in some fashion. Mr. Chan, well, everyone can basically see you from that mini balcony. Ilinix from MSC will claim that kill. Lynxie, of course, has the information and now makes his way out, but DIC occupying the other white building.
Timing.
One just moves at the last second, though. Lynxie, though, looking into the wrong room and taking a lot of damage from this blue. Too much damage. This could backfire for him, and, well, yeah, he was never really going to get much from that anyway. 74-01 puts Lynxie out. 5th place for Astra, at least top 5, and again, along with Fury, both of those Oceanic teams having a really good day 3. 74-01 knocked down. Anquan up against it. He does find the headshot onto Ilinix, and that could just sort of, I guess, change the story for the remainder of this game. But like I said, Jordan, MSC, Gearbox, Q Confirmed, the final 3 teams here.
Looks like he should just get rezzed up. The Blues not moving too quickly at the moment. Gearbox will certainly be hoping that MSC can help them out with a couple of shots in the direction of Q Confirm right now, because in a 4-on-4, every day of the week you're back in Q Confirm. Admittedly, they don't have that much cover to work with, but I dare say they're just out-frag Gearbox at this point. So I think it's going to come down to who MSC is able to third party. Maybe MSC can still win from here. I mean, they do still have 3 players alive. They've got 1/2 of the circle to themselves, and they're not in as close proximity to either of these teams as what the other 2 are. So should be Gearbox and Q Confirmed to get into a bit of an engagement first. MSC are copping some bullets, though. But, man, once these smokes run out, we're going to see some fireworks.
Yeah, not a lot of ridge lines, not a lot of cover to play, as you mentioned. Even these trees that are in the field right now, very skinny, not a lot there. Spit's got a Grozer as well. If he can get up close, he can really do a lot of damage on the gearbox. Theodora opens it up with a nade onto Rossiter Jr. There is that Grozer in hand, but Gems, JS, now Spit all knocked down for Q confirmed. And, well, you mentioned that you would back them to outfrag Gearbox. It's gone completely in the opposite direction, Jordan. Jarman is the last one alive, and as good as he has been, probably the best player in PCS1 APAC so far, he can't even withstand the onslaught of Gearbox right now. MSC, Yanku to All Fizz, Yanku gone. Gearbox, 8-kill win as they take out match 2.